Okay, so before we start today's episode, we want to take the time out to remind everyone that at Lush Talk, we encourage safe drinking. While we're having fun, it's also important to be responsible and not put others in danger. So make sure you are settled in like we are and drinking responsibly. With that said, let's lush on together. Oh my goodness. All right, we're back.
Ni hao.
Oh, look at you.
Was I right? Is that my culturally appropriate?
That was it's the wrong country, but because we're going to Korea.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I just knew we was going. All right.
Good try though.
Fair.
Good try.
At least I'm bilingual.
Because you know one word?
Oh no.
That's wow.
No bueno.
I wish I could do that damn dance. Anyway, stop. Hey, that's
Never. I don't know. That was close. Yeah.
It was close.
Kawasaki.
What?
What? All right, let me stop. Sorry.
Woo! I can't. Oh
All
my
right.
God. Okay. All right. So our next beverage hails from Korea.
Okay.
This is called Somaek. I may not be pronouncing this correct. Okay?
Somaek or Somaek?
Yeah, it's probably more like that. It's super simple. It's basically beer and a shot of soju.
The S&S.
Yes. So even though, wait, is this a Korean beer? I couldn't remember.
Yes.
See, she got that part right. Okay, so we're using.
Is it Korean or is it Japanese? I think it's Korean. I don't know.
Okay, it's from somewhere.
It's
Anyway.
from Asia.
Oh God. Okay. Listen, we tried. Anyway, so we have the beer, we have the soju.
Entered, Rush Hour when he said, no.
Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
That part? Yeah, that part. Anyway, go ahead, let's go.
Right, okay. So anyway, so we have a beer. We don't know if it's Korean or not, but it's a beer.
It's Asia. It's Asia.
That remind me when my grandma used to use the term Oriental. Lord have mercy.
My mom says that.
Still? Okay. Well, anywho.
We're from the States.
Yeah. So I've never had soju.
Okay.
So where's your shot glass? All right, so we're just gonna taste this real quick.
Taste it.
It smells very light. What is soju again?
Nothing.
Ma'am.
I don't smell anything. That's what I was referring to.
Oh.
Nothing.
That pretty much tasted like air. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see this real quick.
It's water.
Okay, it's a grain liquor made from potato and sweet potato.
I don't taste
20.1% alcohol per volume.
There's no sugar in the sweet potatoes.
Okay, so here we go. So I think that my impression of what's about to happen is that it's about to pretty much taste like the beer. So go ahead and pour your beer.
The whole thing.
Yep. Because all we're doing is adding a shot of the soju to this. And the recipe told us to take our chopstick and swirl it around, because you know, oh God, oh. So that was a bad idea. Should have let it sit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that.
No, Nobody was.
I thought the chopsticks weren't supposed to make it fizz.
Well, friends, that was a little more eventful than we thought it was.
Science experiment.
Woo! Listen, so I'm gonna just read this real quick while we let this settle before we taste it, because clearly that was really eventful. Okay, so so you
It's
tell.
not now.
Okay, yeah, all right. So Somaek or Somaek, I don't know, is a simple Korean cocktail that combines beer and soju, traditional Korean rice spirit. The ideal choice for this cocktail is a lager or a pilsner, which should provide a nice neutral base for the soju. The ratio of the drinks can vary, but the suggested combination is 3 parts soju to 7 parts beer. So they put more than one shot, but what I saw initially was 1 shot of it. Because they're basically saying, whatever the ancestors tell you, that's how much soju you add to your beer. I think it's best for us to try the one and just leave it at that.
It's beer.
It said there are several ways to make it, but beer is usually poured first, and then a shot of soju is added next. Adding a shot and then topping it with beer is also common. And it said mix it with the chopsticks, and chopsticks are placed inside the drink and are quickly struck. I mean, okay, basically it said do you.
Oh my God.
Whatever your Asian ancestors tell you to do, that's what you should do. And if you're not Asian, I don't know what to tell you. But maybe your actual ancestors got a friend that happens to be Asian and they're there to help you out. I don't know. All right? So,
We don't know no better.
cheers. I mean, this pretty much tastes like beer.
Light beer.
Well, you want to go first?
How do I say this without being disrespectful?
It's too late.
Okay, let me put the next word that's more. I'm gonna be respectfully. Respectfully. I feel like when you add respectfully to the front and the end, it balances out.
It don't.
Respectfully, this is just not something that I would choose. I would not go to. I'm not a beer drinker, so that's the start, okay? So there's no offense to whoever came up with this, okay? Want to let some air out? Definitely. This is it for you. For me, I'm gonna give this a solid 4 because I can tolerate this beer.
Oh, okay.
I'll give
Well,
it a
that's
4.
progress.
Yeah, it's progress. I can tolerate the beer, but it's a solid 4. It doesn't really have much of like a taste to it. Maybe it's this particular beer that we use, but it's just basic.
It's basic.
Basic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Basic.
So you gave it a 4.
A 4.
All right.
Quattro. Oh, wait, wrong country.
Wow.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's definitely basic. It just tastes like beer, which I enjoy beer. But I was thinking like I would get like a little something, like a little kick or something.
Yeah.
And maybe if we did like 3 shots, which I think is ludicrous because we've never had soju before. Like maybe if we did 3 shots of the soju in there, maybe at some point it would start to kick in. But as you could tell when we tasted the soju by itself, it's extremely light, like super light. You almost don't taste anything.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to give it a 5 because it just tastes like beer. If the point was just to have a beer, just tell me to have a beer, right?
It probably doesn't even have calories to this.
Like, you know what? How I would probably pair this is I would pour my beer and then I would have a shot of the soju and I would just be sipping on them interchangeably. I don't know if I can argue to combine them because when you combine it, it's lost.
Let me see that one. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
What you need?
Oh, no. I got my own bottle. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, like I would just, it's basic. Yeah, it leaves me wanting more. Like I just wanted that there to be a variance in flavor besides the beer, which like I said, nothing wrong with beer, but if there's supposed to be some liquor mixed in, I would expect to taste a little something, something, but I'm not really getting that. How does this well, obviously numerically in terms of how this stacks up against Italy, Italy was way better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is no knock because I'm sure there were other cocktails on the list,
Beverages.
but they had some of them had like 7 liquors in them, and I'm not trying to fall out. Okay, so I guess if I wanted to taste something, maybe I needed to try those. I don't know.
It's not like we haven't had 7 liquors before in a cocktail.
This is true. Wasn't Aunt Roberta like 6 at least?
Who hurt her?
We still don't know who hurt her.
Somebody did. Shame on you. Anyway. But yeah, this is not it for me. Like I said, I'm not a beer drinker in general, but I mean, I can tolerate this. This is actually pretty light, so I still stand on what I said.
I will say this. I mean, this reminds me of just a day drink that you're just sipping on it. Like maybe you're watching like a game or something, and like it's not. What I'm trying to get at is it's not about to have you lit.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna count that off. If you have too many, you probably can.
Well, sure. Too much of anything.
Right.
But off in terms of potency,
you'll be all right.
The bat. Like if you're just gonna have one, you're fine to have one. You're fine to have one. It's the soju itself is like it's very light, so that's why I'm saying. I also think though, if you messed around and took shots of that, you'd be tore up. You know what I mean? Because
it's is that 20% alcohol?
Yes, per volume. Yep. So that's why I said, don't be going and taking shots of that, because next thing you know, you might be napping until the next day.
It doesn't taste like anything.
It doesn't, which I think sometimes is dangerous. So you know how when we tasted the brandy, we was like,
yeah,
and it gets you that instant warmth right there, and you're like, wow, strong.
I'd rather let it hit me.
Yeah. Versus the sneaky joint where you're like, I'm good, and then you get up from your sitting position and it instantly fall over because now the earth is horizontal.
20%. That's more than wine. Most wines.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, just randomly because you brought the XXL brand we had game night recently, and it was the mango joint.
Yeah, it was mango.
Yeah, so that's liquor. I just want to be clear. I understand that is wine.
It's liquor.
It's liquor. Okay.
You gotta pour sparingly.
And didn't you say that joint was $8?
$8 at Total Wine. It was like $7.99. It's still $8. Yeah.
Carry the one. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I'm just saying. Anywho, all right. So, getting back to what we're focusing on here, would you try this? Let us know some of your favorite cocktails from Asia. I know we did a sake tini one time. We also did a lychee martini, which I love lychee martinis, but we can't do that again. So
no, we gotta try something different.
Have to try something different.
Yeah.
What are some of your go-to drinks that hail from the continent of Asia? Do you even have any? That's fine if you don't, but like what are you interested in trying out? You know, let us know.
Drop us in the comment section.
Exactly. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that little dangly thing.
Ring my bell.
Hey.
Ring my bell. Hey, 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 hey. For my Asian daddies.
Okay, Miss Multicultural. We'll be back. Bow, 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 bow. All right. No, she did not.
Ni hao.
Because I bet you Sexy Red don't know where. You know what? Never mind.
Konnichiwa.
Did you just... Anything else?
I'm gonna tell Brittany. Oh,
That's
wrong
French.
country.
That's French.
Cut it. Time to go. Let's go.
That's the wrong continent.
Time to get on the plane, Amber. Let's travel somewhere else. We'll be back.